Coming out with it. It's Horn. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Got a wide open receiver. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start to that game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Morris. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Warren. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third down, going up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on him, and they got a big stop.
On second down, looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
The end of the first quarter with the score. Colorado 7, Michigan 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for the big play. And they can't make the play on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffs. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, but get all the facets rolling. Defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a...
And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. It was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
Trying to find his man on first down. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverine. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offensive route to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Back to throw, it's Sanders. He'll take the deep shot. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. To the air. It's Sanders. He's looking deep. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Colorado 21, Michigan 7.
The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in this. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Michigan. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Give to the running back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw at Sanders. Feeling some heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on fourth down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. And the Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Buffalo.
Deception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plugged it.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback adapted.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect. Protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Colorado 21, Michigan 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Warren. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverine.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back. What a good drive to get.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And the 32-yard line. Third down coming up.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And complete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that...
He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
First and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To the air, it's Warren trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. The quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Open runway ahead. The 20. The 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important.
Nothing but green ahead. Flying away run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he is has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, they'll chase some awards. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a name.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways. They haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play. It's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like I do here for my running back, make the game easy.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Colorado.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
On the field goal.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. Fair catch called for and made. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, Dave.